great atmosphere here today as we begin the annual Academic Integrity Hurdles race. And they're off. Here we have our first runner coming up to the first hurdle.
Okay, this one's obvious. Oh, hang on. I did copy and paste from Wikipedia, but that must be okay. It's not even copyrighted after all.
Oh dear, a rookie mistake there from our first runner. Of course you can never copy and paste, even if the source is online. Your work will be run through plagiarism detection software and most likely Turnitin, which checks it against submitted work, published papers, books, and the internet. Your work will be checked against 110 million published items, 400 million student-submitted assignments, and 45 billion web pages.
Whoa, that's a lot of sources. But I heard that as long as my work's below a certain percentage similarity to other sources, I'll be okay. Isn't it 20%?
Definitely not. It is a myth that a certain percentage is okay. After all, if Turnitin detects even one sentence that matches a source, it will alert the person marking it to check for plagiarism.
So if even I write one sentence the same as a source, I could get accused of plagiarism, but that could happen by chance.
If you keep good notes and never copy and paste, even at the note-taking stage, this is extremely unlikely. When 20 students were recently asked to write a sentence summarizing evolution by natural selection, no two people wrote sentences that matched. Here's the key thing to remember. If you use someone else's words, whack some quotation marks around them and cite the source. Even if it's someone else's ideas you use, you still need to cite the original source. In both cases, that source needs to be in your reference list.
Woo! Think I'm getting the hang of this.
And now we're approaching the final hurdle. The excitement is building here in the stadium.
Except, I saw a sentence in a paper that was just so great, almost perfect, it could hardly be improved. So I decided to do an old switcheroo and just change a few words around. But it's definitely not the same as it was in the source, so it should be okay. Here we go.
Oh no, she's down! She's down! Our runner didn't realize that close paraphrasing is considered plagiarism. On top of that, switching a few words around is not the best way to learn. Not compared with reading and understanding something and then writing about it in your own words. Well, our runner made a few mistakes along the way, but she's almost there. A strange turn of events here in the last dash to the finish line. Plagiarism is trying to trip up our contestant, but she's learned a thing or two about avoiding plagiarism by now. And she leaps over this final obstacle, and she's made it! She's come out on top! The crowd are going wild here in the stadium. Okay, let's have a look at the final scoreboard for a recap of the golden rules for avoiding plagiarism.